welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on another team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Brown will throw it. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stanford now has it in the red zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Guess not all doinks are bad. Off the right, upright, and through. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Miami's offense will have its first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these skills do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Lofton. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. They'll try it over the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Chadwick. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got an open man to the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Slings it downfield. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 20.
Oh, I'm out of space. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
They'll run the toss. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him try to get the ball in the perimeter early in the 1st quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line.
defense goes as he goes. So really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Irvin. Turning on the Jets. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Brown wants to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man quickly. Wide open spaces. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up for it.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Chadwick. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense. Throws for the tight end.
Pulls it in. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They needed inches and got a lot more than that. They're set up with a 1st and goal.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
They'll try to blast their way in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Just hammering it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. Using his legs to buy some time. Past the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Off-play action on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And back to the air on second down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Stanford lines up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Running behind that left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Looking to buy time. Fires on the move. On target to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Tight end now in motion. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And they did tack on the extra point. There's they're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the fullback. Fights off a defender. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Here comes the offense on second down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Quarterback may change this route. Sends it back in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Here comes the heat. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it.
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Old Dominion is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 18 over Appalachian State. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the run, it's Fletcher. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the single back. Can't get him to the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Hurricanes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Still looking on the move. He's out past the 35. Lots of running room. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
Man, I want to be the play caller. Just to have a guy at the quarterback spot that's over 100 yards now that he's chewed up. He can throw it, but he can also pull it down, and he's so elusive, makes plays, really makes this offense go.
Trying the left side. Creates a little room. Past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Miami! And the route is on. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Brown will throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got him downfield. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Beck. Keeps looking downfield. Finds a man by himself. He's loose. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative, and you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it. Trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Brown wants to pass. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. This time he's got his man. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, Dave.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Back to pass. It's Beck. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Gets the back moving. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Daniels. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Canes are flying down the field. Off from the shotgun. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. He's moving out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Irvin. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Irvin. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious. Time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Irvin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They'll take the help from the penalty, but it's still 3rd and 9. Brown will throw it. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here comes the option. The pitch. Runs through a tackle. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Looking to pass. It's Chadwick. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Going up top. He's got it down the left side. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.